wintertime, there are 5 things that really seem to represent the winter season or feel here. The first is the plant, the Chinese plum. This is a tree that has a long history in China, going back thousands of years. Poets and painters have been writing and depicting it throughout the arts. It's a plant that we have here at the garden, and miraculously it blooms in the middle of winter. Typically at the end of January we'll see these tiny pink blossoms show up on the bare branch, and it's a plant that symbolizes perseverance and strength because it does manage to flower during some of the coldest months and harshest conditions. The second thing that I think of when it comes to winter here in the garden is the white walls. This is a private garden and it has white walls going all the way around it. They're more noticeable in the wintertime because the deciduous plants lose their leaves. It's, in my mind, serves as kind of a blank canvas for everything that's planted in front of it. I think the third thing I think of in the wintertime is the mosaic patterns, stone patterns you'll see throughout the garden. Each one is different, so as you move through the space you'll see a different look to what's passing by underfoot. They come to mind in the winter because the moss that's in between those stones comes back thanks to the rain and the cooler conditions. I think the fourth thing that I think of when it comes to winter here in this garden is the Chinese paper bush. That's a specific plant that we have that's from China that is wonderfully fragrant, and it also blooms in the winter time. It's in the Daphne family, but its flower is a bright yellow, and it's set against the bare branch of the shrub that it's on, and it will last for a couple weeks and provides such a wonderful fragrant interlude for the experience of moving through this space. And the fifth thing that comes to mind at this time of year is tea, and having a cup of tea in our tea house. Because it is the coldest time of year, it is wonderful to break up your experience with a visit to our tea house. You can go and have any number of wonderful teas. Most of it comes from one plant, a camellia plant, and it's arguably one of China's greatest plant gifts to the world, and certainly a wonderful part of any visit to the garden in the wintertime.